I am going to show you how to decode P25 using your SDR radio and SDR Sharp, DSD Plus, and VB cable. First thing you're going to want to do is go to this website here, airspy.com/download. I will have links in the description. You're going to go to software package, the first one right here at the top, and you're going to download. And then once you download, you're going to install. Second software you want is DSD Plus. Again, the links will be in the description. That's the local police department on P25. Alright, you are going to download two software packages here. DSD Plus 1.101. You're going to download that and then install it. And then you are going to download and install, or actually just download, DSD Plus 1.101 DLL package. And once you download this first one here, you're going to open it up. And here it's going to be a compressed zip file. You're going to extract all. Let me find it here. And then you are going to come down. Actually, you're going to go to the very bottom. And once you have downloaded the DLL package, you are going to find that in your downloads. You're going to copy its contents, and you are going to paste it in to the DSD Plus file folder. See if I can show you. If I can find it in here. Yeah. DSD Plus DLL. That's also a compressed zip file. We're going to extract all. You're going to open up the DLL folder, copy all of its contents, and then you're going to open up the DSD Plus application file, and you're going to paste the DLL files into this DSD Plus file folder. Next, you're going to go to this website here, link in the description. It's a VB audio software, and what you want is a VB cable. This is a virtual audio cable. So you're going to scroll down to this right here. Install a VB cable virtual audio device. And you're going to click this. This one right here. You're going to download that and install it. And then once you do that, you're going to go to your audio or speaker down here. You're going to go to recording devices. You're going to find cable output. Right click and set as default, because you want your audio to route through this virtual cable. So set cable output as default, and then double click on it. Make sure you do not have listen to this device checkmarked, because if you do, you are going to hear not only the decoded P25 audio, but you're going to hear the undecoded P25 audio. So if you just want to hear the decoded P25 audio, do not have this listen to device box checked. So make sure your playback through device is set to well, I guess your speakers or whatever you want to listen to it at or through. I want to listen to it through my computer speaker, so I have a selected speaker headphone, Realtek high definition audio. So you're going to hit apply and hit OK. And also make sure your levels are up. So once you have DSD Plus, SDR Sharp, and VB cable downloaded and installed, and once you have dragged the DLL files from its folder or copied and pasted the DLL files into the DSD Plus file folder, you're going to open up SDR Plus over here, and you are going to, of course, have your SDR plugged in and make sure the drivers are installed. And actually, about the drivers, there is one more software package you're going to want. It's called Zadig. Zadig. I think that's how it's called or pronounced. So now if you have Windows 10, you're probably not going to need this, but you're going to come here and you are going to download and install this application. Again, the link will be in the description. So you're going to scroll down to download, and you're going to click this here. Download and install that. So you're going to open it. Let me get to it here. See if I can find it. Alright, here it is. So you're going to open this, and you are going to select list all devices. Now this is once you have your SDR plugged in to your computer. You're going to go to options, list all devices. So your device should show up in this box here, and you are going to click install WCID driver. That will install the driver for this SDR radio. Now if you have Windows 10, it should automatically install the driver without you downloading this. But if you're running 7 or Vista or even 8, you might want to download this, install it, and get your driver from that. So once you've done that, you're going to open SDR Sharp. You're going to go to source, and you're going to select probably RTL SDR USB. If you're using an RTL or even a NULEC SDR radio, you're probably going to want RTL SDR USB. Now you're going to come down to radio. You're going to want to set it to narrow FM. You're going to want the filter on this right here. Set your bandwidth to 12,500 or 12.5 kilohertz. The order here, you're going to want it between 500 and 1,000. Just mess with the numbers under this order till it sounds okay. Probably 600-700 should be fine. You're going to want to set your squelch high enough so you don't hear static. For me, that's 58. Step size can be whatever you want it to be. So basically copy all these settings here. I don't need correct IQ on. Doesn't seem to do anything. It might do something, but I haven't noticed it. Alright, so you're going to come down to output. and you're going to select Windows Direct Sound, Cable Input, VB Audio Virtual Cable. Should be at the very bottom. You're going to select that. Keep your latency in milliseconds at 100. And do not filter audio, because that will cut the peaks off of the digital and you're going to miss stuff. So once you're done with that, you want to come up here to the settings wheel. Make sure your device is selected. This is mine. Generic RTL 2832U. I think that's a chip. The RTL 2832U is a chip. Most of them have an RTL chip. Now for P25, the highest you want is 2.048 MSPS. You can go lower, but the highest you want is 2.048. I have it set to 1.92. You're gonna want this setting right here, and probably don't want any of these turned on. I turned them on and it didn't help me decoding the audio. Now your RF gain, depending on how far you are from the transmitter, you probably want it set between 10 and 14, no higher than 14. But if you need it higher because you're farther away from the transmitter, then set it higher. So close that. And all these other settings here, I didn't really have to mess with. So once you have that done, again, make sure down here your recording device cable output is set to default, and then double click that, go to listen, make sure this is not check marked. The listen to this device is not checked, because then you'll hear both decoded and undecoded audio, and you don't want to hear the undecoded part. Select playback through this device to where you want to hear the audio from. For me, that's my computer speaker. And then hit apply and OK. And make sure all of your sounds look good. Make sure the speaker you want is selected as default under playback. And again, I'll go through the settings here. This is how you want your settings. Narrow FM, the filter, the bandwidth 12.5 kilohertz or 12,500. Your order probably between 5 and I'd say 800. Just mess with that number until it sounds okay. Squelch, enough to block out the static. The step doesn't matter. I have it set to 2.5 kilohertz. And you don't want these on, or at least for me, I didn't need this on. I'll go down to audio, output, again Windows Direct Sound, cable input, VB Audio Virtual Cable. And you don't want to filter your audio because the peaks of the digital will get cut off. Come to the settings wheel. No higher than 2.048. I have mine set to 1.92, which is just right. You want the quadrature, sampling, and probably don't want any of these turned on. I don't need any of these. And your RF gain, anywhere from 10 to 14 should be just perfect. Depending on how far you are from the transmitter, you might want more gain. So just mess with that until it sounds good. So again, first you're going to download SDR Sharp. Then you are going to download and install DSD Plus and the DLL package. 2 different downloads. And then you're going to come to VB Audio, and you're going to download and install that. And then for your SDR driver, you're going to download and install this. So the download is the first one here. SDR software package. DSD Plus. You're going to click on download, and you're going to be brought to this window. And these are the 2 you want. And then once you download the DLL package and the DSD Plus, you're going to go to your download location for the DLL file, copy its contents, and paste all of its contents into the DSD Plus file folder. And then you're going to go to VB Audio and scroll down to this right here, install VB cable virtual audio device. And you're going to hit download. And make that your default. And then Zadig, you're going to scroll down to download and click this right here. And one more time, I'll give you a look at the settings here. Just basically copy these settings. You might have to mess with some of the numbers, like up here, your dB. You don't want this too high because DSD will not decode if the audio is too loud. It won't decode it. And if it's too low, it won't decode it. So you want to mess with this slider here until you start hearing audio really good, or really good decode audio. So for me, that's 48. And then copy this here. I'm not sure what your device up here will be, but copy these settings. Again, mess with the gain here, because it's going to be different for everybody depending on your location from the transmitter. Just mess with the slider. Come to audio. This is what you want. This bottom one right here. Windows direct sound, cable input, VB audio, virtual cable. Again, copy these settings. Automatic gain control, I don't need that. And all of these settings, or you're just going to keep them at the default for all of these. And this doesn't have to do with decoding. This is just these right here, or whether or not you want to see your IF spectrum and your audio spectrum, so you can mess with those. If you have any questions, I can further assist you through email or messaging. So hopefully you get this working and decode your audio, your P25 audio. And up here is where you change your frequency. That's up in frequency and that's down in frequency. So just to get used to this, just maybe open it up, mess with everything before you do this, and then follow my video here to get everything installed. If you have any questions, just comment on the video. So thanks for watching. Alright, I forgot to mention or show you, when you go into your extracted DSD Plus download folder, you scroll down and you see this application called DSD Plus. This is the file you want to use to open the application that you see right here, here, and here. And also one other missing thing, this little thing here. So this is the DSD Plus application, these windows here. So this is the file right here that you are going to use to open it. All these other ones are just other files for the software, but this is the one you're gonna click to open the main application to decode your audio. And I will provide a link to SDR radios on eBay. There are many of them, some better than others, some more expensive than others. But if you just want something like this, this is a generic one and it works just fine. You can find right here for $8. Scroll down, here's $10. Now this is a good one. I recommend this one right here, $25. RTL SDR. This one does HF and probably HF through to maybe 1,000 megahertz. I'm not sure exactly, but it does do HF, VHF, UHF. So this is the one right here I do recommend. But if you want to spend more money, you could get a SDR Play or something like this. So I will provide links in the description to a few different SDR radios. A few that are a little more expensive like this, and a few that are cheaper, like $25. Thanks for watching. There are also channels and groups in SDR Sharp. So I have made a group called Jamestown Public Safety. So if you want to quickly get back to a frequency, just go to that frequency and hit add new, and you can add that as a channel. You can create a new group. You can edit the channel name. So here, if I click JFD dispatch, it'll go to that frequency. Or JFD TAC, I'll go to that frequency. I also made Chautauqua County Public Safety. Only have one channel. If I double click, it'll go to that frequency. So it's a really nice way to get back to frequencies really quick. Also, you have Zoom FFT. If you enable IF and enable audio, besides your spectrum and waterfall, you will have IF spectrum and audio spectrum by going to Zoom FTT or FFT and enabling IF and audio.
One in the area. Property to 111. Five subjects. Prospected, no one, I'll be checking. Property 111.